Hey, Becky here for artbeads.com. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Happy spring. We've made it to spring. I've got my little spring charm necklace on here. It's Easter weekend too, so happy Easter if you celebrate. I've got a cute little Easter bunny. Well, Easter weekend's coming up. It's not exactly the weekend yet, but I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully you are too. Let me know if you have anything fun going on. But yeah, we're gonna have a good time here today. I have got new Czech glass designer blends. These are limited edition designer blends. I've got some really pretty ones here for you today. I have got the Orangey Glad blend and the lemon chrome blend, and they're both really pretty. I don't know which one is my more favorite one. They're both fun, so I'm excited to show them to you. And we're going to be making some eye pin earrings with these blends. I've got some fun techniques for eye pins today. Vicky, hello, thanks for saying hi. Shelly, happy Easter. Diane from Illinois, hi Becky, and everyone, hello. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. So if you're just joining, thank you so much. You might be seeing that I'm interacting and commenting with everyone. So if you're watching at artbeads.com/live, I'll be able to see your comments. I can see your hearts. They're floating on up. Thank you guys so much. So if you want to be able to interact with me live and leave a comment, definitely head over to artbeads.com/live if you're not there already. And the best part is you can shop while you watch. So you'll see the products that I'm talking about pop up. You can add them to your cart, buy them. It's awesome. You'll see a little shopping bag too. You can click that, hit that, and you'll see everything that I'm talking about. So it's a fun time and it's really easy to shop. And we have got some beautiful blends that you're going to want to snatch up. I think the orange one is going to go pretty fast. We've got limited quantities on that one. So if you like what you see today, make sure to get it. These are limited edition. Beverly, good morning. Yay, I'm so glad you're looking forward to it. Michelle, hi. Kat, good morning. Deborah Hall, hi, good to see you. Thank you guys so much for saying hello. It is always wonderful seeing your comments. I love chatting with you guys on these Thursday mornings or afternoons, depending on where you are. All right, let's dive in to these pretty blends. I've got some nice ones on my tray here today. So I'm gonna flip the camera around. Let me take that light off and we will get into it. Look at this. Oh my goodness. All right, so we have got Orangey Glad. Let me see. I want to get some more light on here maybe. Is that better? Oh yeah, that's way better. All right, so we have Orangey Glad. This is the Orangey Glad mix. Look at that. So pretty. I'm obsessed with this one. I'm loving these pressed oval beads. Holly, thank you so much. These pressed oval beads, again, these are all limited edition blends, and these were made by Sarah, Julie, and myself. We all got together in our warehouse, and there were some beads that had just been sitting in boxes for years, just undiscovered treasures. So we opened them all up. We sifted through all of the treasures and mixed them together to bring them to you. So this is our Orangey Glad blend. Look at this beautiful rectangle bead. And there are some beads in here that I've not seen before. It's really exciting. And my favorite part probably in this blend are the triangles. They are so cute. I actually have a little bead spoon here. Let's see if we can take a scoop and see what that looks like. This is like bead ASMR. So there's some little fire polished beads in there. I love the triangles and the ovals. These like saturated cocoa brown beads are really good. Yes, Shelly, exactly. I was inspired by that classic joke when I named this blend. So those saturated brown beads are a treat. I love those. Again, the triangles are wonderful. And I dumped out a majority of this blend, but look, there's still more left in the bag. So like these blends are really generous. You get a lot of beads to work with, and I've already even used some in these projects that I have. So really great blends. There's just some really great treasures. Like this bead has a really cool faceting on the ends and a cool finish. You've got this bead here, almost looks like pottery or clay, just some really good ones. And I really like, so this triangle with the Picasso edges is drilled vertically, and then there's another triangle that doesn't have the Picasso edges, and that one is drilled through the top so it can dangle that triangle shape. So you've really got some variety there, which is really fun. Oh, speaking of ASMR, I saw a video the other day that put a ton of cube beads in slime. I thought it was a waste of the poor beads. Oh yeah, that's interesting. I've seen people make that like custom slime for customers. Like they'll put different things in it, like beads and whatnot. It's very interesting. There's something for everyone out there. But we will keep our beads slime free here at Art Beads. These are really pretty, so I'm super loving that blend. I got started and made an earring here. I was having a lot of fun with eye pins. That's what I love about these blends, is you can take just this beautiful bead blend, simple findings like the eye pins and some ear wires, and just make something incredible. So this is quite the statement piece here. I had fun kind of mixing and matching the beads and connecting the eye pins together. What does ASMR stand for? Oh, I don't remember. It's like audio something, but it's like, it's very like soothing, or like sounds that people gravitate towards. It's like an audio thing. So I forget exactly what it stands for, but usually like with ASMR, you'll hear like scoops of like beads tinkling, wind chimes, maybe people like whispering into a microphone. It's a very niche little corner of the internet. So cute. So yeah, love those earrings. And then we have the Lemon Chrome blend. I love this blend too. Such good colors going on, a good mix of bright lemon yellows and then those darker black tones, and then some silver too. So take a look at that. Oh, I love this. Hi, Robin. Good to see you. Teresa, hi. We're just diving into these beautiful Czech glass blends. These are limited edition, blended by me, Julie Bean, and Sarah Lovecraft. We hand-picked all of these beads and mixed them together. Look at that bead. That's a really fun one. I like the little speckles. That adds a unique look. And then these fire-polished beads are really cool. Thank you, Stephanie. Autonomous sensory meridian response. That's what it is. So audio is not even in there. A term used to describe a tingling, static-like, or goosebump sensation in response to specific triggering audio. Oh, you guys are on it. Thank you. Just means relaxing. Yes, ASMR is very relaxing. So this is what I would call bead ASMR, is just the scooping of the beads and then pouring them back out. But yes, oh my goodness, look at that. So pretty. I love that like chrome finish on half of those fire polished beads, and then you've got the little bright yellow accent beads, and then these like silver nuggety beads. There's so many good beads in this blend. Absolutely obsessed. And again, there's quite a few left over in my bag, and this is quite a full little bead boat we've got here. Thank you, Eric. Fabulous close-ups. Yay! So lots of pretty beads, and look at how many little fire polished beads are included in there. So these blends are super generous. You have lots of beads to work with. I love working with them, and I've been having a lot of fun with the eye pins on these. So I don't think there's a heart shape in there. This one is just like a little nugget-like shape. See that? It's just a little irregular. I like it. It will add some texture to your designs. And so I had fun with those, and I made these little earrings. So I thought this was a fun way to use your eye pins. You don't even have to dress up your eye pins for them to be stylish and useful. Michelle, who knew we'd learn about more than just beading today? Yeah, we're learning all kinds of things. Yeah, Beverly, exactly. So I thought this was a good technique for these blends, because you can mix and match how you add these beads on there. Just super cute. So I'll show you how to do that. Let's make the mate to this silver pair, because I've got my eye pins already laid out for that. So you just need ear wires, jump rings, and I think I forgot to grab my silver jump rings, but we can use this yellow gold one for now. All right, so let's see here. I'm going to use, these blends are so lovely and unique. I agree. So I'm going to use that bead in the center, and then I couldn't resist these fun little they're almost like a hematite color. It's all Czech glass, but these do look like hematite. So I'm going to use those. And what I did here, it's super simple, is I picked up an eye pin and I'm going to string this bead on. And then I'm going to add, before I add my eye pin, I'm going to make sure that that loop is fully closed so it doesn't slip off. So I'm just going to make sure that eye pin loop is nice and flush against the end of my wire there. There we go. That's better. So we're going to put that on there, and then we're going to do that. Just slide the eye pin on, and then this fun oval bead. And then we're going to do another eye pin and make sure that it's closed. So I'm going to use my chain nose pliers to just wiggle that. Add that on there after the oval bead, and then add our final nuggety bead. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make a simple loop at the end of that. I'm going to fold it down as close as I can to that nugget bead from the blend. Pick up my round nose pliers, get that close to the bead as well, and then fold the wire over the mandrel of the round nose pliers and then down around to complete that loop. And then from my pile of tools here, do you ever have to like shuffle through the tools to find the one you're looking for? I'm going to take my cutters and I'm going to trim my wire to make that loop. And then we're going to take our chain nose pliers again, maybe straighten out that loop a little, and then make sure that the end is nice and secure and close to the wire like we did for those. So we're well on our way to finishing this earring. So what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to attach this eye pin to the loop on one end and attach the other eye pin to the loop on the other. So we're just going to open that up. And these are really quick. You can make a bunch of these. Like, get a bunch of eye pins, get this designer blend, and you can make endless combinations of this little design here. So we're going to close that up, and I'm trying to do this on camera while also looking at it in real life. The eternal struggle. There we go. And I think there, perfect. And then we're going to pick up that other eye pin, open that one up, and attach it here and close it. There we go. So now what we've got to do is we've got to make loops at the top of all of these. And this is looking very spidery, octopusy. It's got many arms. It's just very, it's very fiddly. So let's bend this. I like to bend it about there so we have enough for a loop. And then we're going to pick up our round pliers, fold that over. I'm going to fold it over a little bit more. But yeah, so this is a really fun one for these blends. And you could do this with the orange blend too. It would be really fun to add in some of those brown beads. Maybe to showcase that fun rectangle if you have a long enough eye pin, or make your own eye pins. That's definitely an option. So let's finish our loop here and then make 3 more, and then we can attach to a jump ring. All right, so we've got that one. So let's take a look, and you can kind of line these up and see like where to fold so they're all pretty much the same length. So I'm going to fold right there, pick up my round nose pliers, and there we go. Cut the wire. And then secure, just close that up. I like to give it a nice close. All right, going towards the next one, we're going to fold about there. Cindy, greetings from SoFlo, South Florida. Ooh, how's the weather there? Hopefully nice. it's a little bit gloomy here, but it's getting really beautiful. Like all the cherry blossoms are starting to bloom. So the trees are looking really lovely here. They're not fully in full bloom, but they're getting there. In Seattle at the University of Washington, we have beautiful cherry trees up there. And those I think are more in bloom than the ones in my neighborhood. But one of my friends went up there a couple weekends ago to take pictures because the campus buildings at University of Washington are really beautiful too. And there were so many people going there to get pictures with the cherry blossoms. So, oh, they're just so pretty. Pat from Port Charlotte. Hello. Oh, Cindy, yay. Gorgeous sunny day. It's a typical spring day here. Not really rainy, not really sunny, just kind of in between. I'll take it. Yeah. All right, folding that over, and then we're going to trim it. And then close it up. There we go. So now we've got all of these little ends ready to go, and I'm just going to add a jump ring there. And typically you would have a silver one, and we do have silver ones linked in the show. If you're watching at artbeads.com/live, you can shop them right away. I don't know what I did with my silver ones, so we're just going to use a gold one in this case. It's okay to mix metal. All right, and then we're going to gloomy in Titusville, Florida. Interesting. Florida has like some of those tropical storms too, though, sometimes. Like sometimes it can just downpour rain there, right? But then it goes away. That's nice. Like if it's raining here, it's probably going to be raining the whole day. At least in Florida, like it'll rain and then kind of go away. And that's like your rain for the day. So I just added those loops all in order on there. And look at how cool that is. I love that. And then you're going to pick up those chain nose pliers and close your jump ring. There we go. So this is really cool. I love the simplicity of this. It looks kind of modern and chic. And you don't even have to load those eye pins up with beads. You could, if you wanted, like little seed beads on here, like silver seed beads. That would be really pretty. Or get some yellow ones to match your blend. You could even use the tiny little yellow fire polished that are included in this blend. Just load those up too if you want more of a splash of color, if you don't want that much metal showing. That would be really cool. And then from here, all you have to do is take your ear wire. We're going to open up that loop and slip the jump ring on and then close it. And you have got a really pretty earring. Look at that. So these are super fun. I love those. Ah, looks like a pendulum. It does look like a pendulum. I like that. Ooh, Lori, sunny and 50 in Miamisburg, Ohio. Beverly, 42 and sunny around Chicago. Yeah, I love the simplicity of this design too. It's just super quick, super easy. And like I said, if you have all the eye pins and the blend, you could make so many of these earrings with just one blend. I've got so many beads here to work with, even if you did load up the eye pins with beads. And I was going to mention too, you can use craft wire to make your own eye pins at whatever length you want. These are 20 gauge. I've got wire in gold and silver, and I've got those linked in the show too. If you just want to buy a spool of wire and make your own eye pins, you'll have to make the loops on both ends, but that is a possibility if you're not sure how many eye pins to load up on, if you just want to keep going and make more and more eye pin earrings. We're having an eye pin earring extravaganza here today. So let's dive into how to make this really cool statement earring, because I love this one. I love how it turned out. It's quite the statement, and you could totally tweak this to your tastes. I really liked just the idea of this triangle bead dangling. So you could do that, maybe add this one and then make a smaller triangle too. That's totally a possibility. It's all possible with your eye pins. And now this one, you will need some head pins for those dangles as well. So I'm just going to make a little dangle with the head pin and a triangle. It's perfect for that. And I did add a little fire polished bead at the top too, just to give it some extra space. Yeah, so easy. Got to try and make some. That's what I love about that is it's just super easy. You can switch up the designs. Like on this last one, I just used all those lemony fire polished beads with the silver finish too. These would be great gifts as well. I think this is a super wearable design, quick and easy to make. Mother's Day is coming. Easter basket. If you need a quick Easter basket idea, that's a good one. So let's make our simple loop on this guy. Yay, I'm so glad you're liking the earring designs. I love these designer blends. These are like, the orange one might be like one of my favorites. I have been so excited to use this one, and it's been so fun coming up with this pretty earring design. All right, so there's our little dangle, and then we will need to make the little guy that I'm going to dump this out because it's going to be easier to see all these pretty beads if I dump them out. Look at that, so pretty. Okay, so I am going to put a fire polished bead. Gorgeous, love it. Yay, Tina, I'm so glad you love them. Yeah, I'm super excited about them. We're going to do that. I just love this finish so much. It looks like you could eat it, but definitely don't. That's a bad idea. Put that on there. We're going to put our little dangle that we just made on there, and then we're going to mirror that pattern. So we're going to pick up another saturated bead and then another fire polished. So cute. And then we're going to, oh yeah, hanging chain from both ends at the bottom would be pretty too. You're right. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you could just make this even more of a statement. And that's what I love too about these eye pin designs. It's so easy to just either scale it back, make it simpler, like our first pair, or just keep going. That's kind of what happened here. I just kept going because I was having fun. I was liking the look of it. So it's easy to keep simple, easy to build on too. So that's the beauty. That's why I love eye pins. I always got to have some eye pins in my stash. And that's not the most perfect loop I've ever made, but that's okay. All right, so we've got that. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make these guys in the center here, and then I can layer them on these side eye pins once I get to that step. So our first one there has the little, I love the color of this fire polish. It's got just a little flash of gold. That's our first one. And then we got these cool, almost like gemstone looking beads, but they're not. These are definitely not gemstone. They're really lightweight. I love them. And then we'll do another one of the fire polished. And then another one of those cool beads, and then another fire polished. And that's our next little beaded link. So I'm going to make the simple loop there, and then make that with the wrapped loop. And then there we go. I just love these colors too. They're good fall colors, of course, but they also remind me of like a summer sunset. So like, oh my gosh, on a beach, contrasting with the turquoise waters, that would be so pretty. So really loving the oranges in this blend. I think orange is such a fun color to play with and design with when you're making jewelry. So our next little beaded link has two of the fire polished, and then that lovely saturated bead at the center, and then two more fire polished. There we go. And then I'm going to bend this wire and make a simple loop with my round nose pliers like we've been doing. Fold that over. And a good tool for this, you might look at the one-step looper. That's a good tool when you're making a bunch of simple loops like I am today. Or even like a straight design. So like you could stop there, put eye pins on this side, and like just make it a rectangular design. That would be cool too. There's so many different ways that you can take this, and they're all so fun. All right, and then we've got that fun stone bead again. Stone but not stone. And then we've got, oh, I used those really pretty. I love the faceting on those. Those are really cool. It's like a cathedral cut almost. And then we need another stone bead. And another cathedral bead. And then a stone bead. Love it. Yeah, so I would love to hear your ideas for how you would use these eye pins to build up your earring designs, or I would love to see it. If you've done it before, you can join our Facebook group for serious art beaders. It's our exclusive little Facebook group, and you can share pictures of the designs you've made. People ask questions and advice in there. It's a good group. Make sure to join if you haven't already. Oh, so pretty. All right, and then our last little beaded link for this section includes that saturated bead, a fire polished, and then, oh, I love these. And each one has like a little bit of a different swirl pattern, which is really cool. So you can see like each one is just a little beautiful treasure. Oh, love those beads. So, so pretty. I love your technique for making an eye loop versus the way I do it. That's the fun thing about watching people make simple loops. Everybody does it differently. And I think Meredith from Beadalon has said this before, that we should have like a loopathon where we all the designers get on camera and just show how we make our loops, because everyone does it differently. And what works for you might not work for me. I might have, and that's just like a personal preference thing. That doesn't mean one person is doing it right or wrong. It's just different. And for this one, this is short. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to fold it in a little, do a little different kind of technique there to get it to go all the way. And a beaded link like this would be a good time to use that wire to make a longer eye pin, because there's standard lengths for eye pins. And I am just at the tail end of this being the right length for how long this beaded link is. So I'm going to try and make it work. And then we're going to trim this up. See if we can get it. Yeah, that's good. All right. We did it. But if you run into that problem and don't want to deal with it, you can totally use your wire and make an eye pin as long or as short as you want, which is nice. All right, so we've got those first initial beaded links ready to go. Let's get some eye pins here. Make sure I have the longest one. I think these are all the same size, so it doesn't really matter which ones I pick up. All right, so what we're going to do from here is we're going to, this one will be attached to the loops, so we don't really need to attach that one just yet. We're going to add this one here, and I like to do it at the same time. And then we're going to add this one here. And then our beads start to get a little bit bigger. So what I did here was I added a fire polished bead to each eye pin. And then I added my next beaded link. Boop, boop. There we go. And you can see it's kind of like creating that angled out shape as I go. So I'm going to add another eye pin, or not eye pin, fire polished bead. So many eye pins. And then we'll add this guy. And again, this is going to be a little squirrely until you get it all connected and secured. So just kind of manipulate it with your fingers. And the wire can be bent and curved to what you need. And I kind of do that here. And also making the loops will help. And we're going to put another fire polished bead at the top of this beaded link, just so we have something more solid to make a loop against. So there we go. So it's a little squirrely. We'll even it all out. So I'm going to start on this side. I'm going to make sure everything's squished down. And I'm actually going to start that first step of the simple loop on the other side too, just so we can see how this is progressing. So just squish all that down and then bend. There we go. And then we can like manipulate, make sure it's exactly how we want it. And then make our simple loops. Let's do it. Yes, 100%. Yeah, everybody makes their simple loops differently. So I really think we do need to do a loop-a-thon so we can see how everybody does it. We need to set that up. And then there we go. And that was probably something you shouldn't do. Always make sure that your wire doesn't go flying when you cut it. You don't want it flying everywhere. Sometimes I go too fast and forget that, but don't you forget it. Do as I say, not as I do. All right. And then we're going to close that up. Ooh, I love this. So fun. This would be a really good like necklace focal as well. And then you can add that last one to the bottom there. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Then when you're like connecting all of these, you don't have that dangly triangle in your way, which is nice. Let's open that side. There we go. Oh. And some fine chain nose pliers would be handy here, but we'll make it work. I'm sorry if I'm not getting it on camera either. Come on. There we go. There. My friend is an ophthalmologist and she asked me if I wear eye protection while I work. Yes, it is definitely suggested and I totally get it. Like sometimes you're in the zone, you forget about eye protection, but it really is important. So she's a good friend for looking out for you. All right, there we go. Look at that. Oh, I love this so much. So we've got that going. So now we're going to make these little guys here. We're almost done. It looks like crazy intricate and super time consuming. It goes by pretty quickly for how big and cool these earrings are. So I'm going to add a triangle. We have got a fire polished bead. We've got one of those cathedral cuts and then 2 fire polished beads. And then we'll make a simple loop. Say it with me. Simple loop. And if you're new to simple loops, I know everyone's been saying like, oh, I make mine differently. We do have tutorials on our website, artbeads.com. We've got step-by-step photos, videos. We are here to help you. So if you need help, definitely we've got the resources for you. All right, and then you just do that again for the other side. So triangle. This is a good, I'll show you how the difference. So you can see this triangle, the stringing hole goes right through. This one's really fun. Like you could do some fun things with that. Wouldn't that be cool? So can't wait to work with that one too. All right, so we've got the fire polished cathedral cut and 2 fire polished. And then we make another simple loop here. There we go. Perfect. And then what we're going to do too is we're going to make that little dangle for the center. So that's like, this is how I ended up with such a crazy design. It's like, I couldn't stop. I had made these and I was like, well, it needs a little dangle in the middle. So I had to add that. And yes, great reminder from Eric. Just a reminder, designer blends are limited and come from a discontinued cache of vintage Czech glass beads and cannot be restocked. Most do sell out. Yes. So as I was saying earlier, these are limited edition blends because these are like one-of-a-kind Czech glass finds. We cannot make these blends again as much as I would love to just have an infinite amount of these triangles triangle beads. They are limited and they do sell out. And I think the Orangey Glad blend was in limited supply. So if you like what you see, definitely pick it up. And you get so many beads in the blend. They're really good value. I've been loving them. They've really inspired me this whole year. So I'm super excited that we got to work with them, that we got to make these blends, because it has just been a delight. It has been a joy. Ah, look at that. Okay, so now we just got to attach all of this. And we are in the home stretch. So I'm going to open this up, attach it to this side. How cool would it be to make a matching pendant necklace? Yes, I think I need to. And the beauty is I have plenty of beads to do just that. Because like I said, we've worked through a good amount. But look, I didn't even spill out all of the beads from the blend. I've got more. So I could definitely do that. There's definitely enough. So great idea. So we've got that. And then we're going to attach this side. Oh, I just can't get enough of those triangles. I think they're some of my favorite beads. They're really cool. Add that in. And now you could just like, look at this. You could do like an eye pin straight across and do beads like that. That would make like a whole another look. So there's just all kinds of fun ways to do this. So I've got a bigger jump ring here. I'm going to open that up. I'm going to put this side on. I'm going to put my dangle on, so it'll be in the center. And then I'm going to put that other side on. Look at that. Easy peasy. So that one went pretty fast for such a complicated design as well. So love that. Oops. And I dropped it, of course. Loved it so much I dropped it. There we go. Let me make sure that I've got this correct here. There. And then we just need to like straighten everything out and it is good to go. Look at that. So fun. So I just have to add a ear wire at the top and we have got some really fun statement earrings here. Take a look at those. Oh, love those. They're so fun. Super pretty. So I'm super excited about those. Yeah, there are only 12 Orangey Glad blends remaining. I think when I checked before the live, there were 17. So they're going fast. Make sure you get this. I love this blend so much. Zakia, fantabulously inspiring. Yes, those triangle beads are precious. I love that word, fantabulously. I love it. I've had problems with the toggles where the bar piece slips out. Any suggestions? Yes. I think if you're adding length, don't add as many jump rings because sometimes they can be too long and slippery and they'll slip out. Add a bigger bead at the end too. That can help. And yeah, not a fan of the style, but they're very well put together. This is a very, very distinct and big style, and I don't blame you. This is not going to be for everyone, but that's the beauty of like, you can go simpler. You could just do like one head pin, just add like a little triangle action, a little fire polished, and a little drop. Make a loop at the top of that. That's an earring. Super easy. And you can do that all day with this blend. Or, this is so fun. This is why I love head pins, eye pins, and blends. That's all I need. Just give me that and I'm a happy, happy girl. Do that little fire polish there. Do that. I love this bead, so I'm always going to add it. Do a simple loop there. There's an earring. There's so many different ways to do this, and you can totally customize it and make it your style, Cindy. So I actually love that you said that because that brings up a good point. Yes, exactly. Love the simple styles. So there's something for everyone here. You can take these blends and do anything. Yeah, the lemon chrome especially brightens up the rainy day. And I'm so glad you enjoyed that toggle tip. All right, let me bring you back to my face and I will model some of these that I just made here. Let's do that. All right. Hello, it's me again. All right, so let's take a look. Let's look at how, like, these are big. I wasn't joking, but I love them. Like, I would totally wear these on a cruise, on the beach, at the pumpkin patch. Like, these are my new favorite earrings. And again, if this is too much for you, this is very big. I understand that. You could just do a little bit simpler, do a little bit smaller. Just do this little drop. That would be such a cute earring. Or do the triangle on the head pin and then an eye pin with beads up the top. Just do a like long, thin dangly. That would be really cute. That's totally my vibe as well. So that's really fun. I love the colors of that blend too. So great. Let's try out our lemon chrome ones. These are a lot simpler, but still a bit of a statement. I love the shine of the silver. I am wearing my little spring necklace that I made. Yes. Oh, and I wanted to show you guys, I finished the cameo necklace that I made last week. So I have that. I'll show that to you too. But I love that like flash of silver that the eye pins add there. That's really fun. And you could do, you could get thinner wire, like a 24 or 26 gauge wire, and use the eye pins like a bead frame, like put the beads across. That might be an interesting thing to try with that design. And then I'll show you the gold as well. Oh, that's really fun. Yeah, I love this style. I think that's a really fun design. They're a little bit different, but still simple. So that's really fun. We had a fun time here. And then let me show you the cameo that I made last week. So last week I was showing off the new cameos that we have at Art Beads. And this is my finished necklace. I did some bead embroidery around it. I finished my 2 seed bead back stitch edge around the cameo, and then the brick stitch edge with a picot edge on top of that. And then I made a seed bead bail. And I'm always like, all right, I made the pretty thing. I don't want to make the beaded necklace. I put it on the silk ribbon, which means it's adjustable. So I can wear it choker length, which I think is perfect for something like this, or longer. So I made this. This is on the website now as well. So you can find the supplies for this. You can go to the artbeads.com/live page and watch my live video from last week and see exactly how I made it. Really pretty. Thank you so much. So yeah, I love how this turned out. And I had started my seed beading around the other cameo in that video. I need to finish that one too. I love bead embroidery. Every time I do it, I'm like, I need to be doing this more. So it gets me back on like the bead embroidery craze. But then I get distracted by eye pins like today. So it's a balance. Sometimes you got to do the crazy bead embroidery, intricate stuff, and then you have to switch back to the quick eye pin extravaganza. So love it. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching today. Again, if you want these blends, I would suggest you close out your carts, get them now, because they are in limited quantities and we can't make more of them since they're made with vintage Czech glass beads, often beads that are no longer being made or no longer in production. So definitely get them if you like them. And make sure to stick around, bookmark the artbeads.com/live page, because Sarah Lovecraft is going to be going live tomorrow. She's got a gorgeous vintage chain necklace that she's going to show how to make. It's right up my alley, so I can't wait to see that. You can go back and watch Julie's live from yesterday. She has another blend, really cute at the zoo blend. Deb was live on Monday. She's going to be live next Monday. So like, there's always something awesome going on. So definitely keep your eye on that page. Oh, I'm so glad I gave you ideas, Susie. All right, well, that's all from me. I hope you have a wonderful day and a fabulous Easter weekend. Happy Easter, and I will see you guys next time.